From Wisconsin, Mr. Sensenbrenner, who is the chairman of the Crime and Terrorism Subcommittee of the Judiciary Committee.
The gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Judiciary Chairman for yielding. Last week, 122 Democrats rejected legislation to temporarily extend the 3 expiring PATRIOT Act provisions, including 36 who supported a 1-year extension last year. The House then adopted a rule to bring the bill back to the floor today, and the vast majority of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle opposed that too. These votes are nothing but the minority party playing politics with national security, and their arguments ring hollow. The Democrats' 1-year extension last February successfully achieved their goal of delaying Patriot reauthorization until after the midterm elections, but it left very little time for the new Congress to complete a reauthorization bill before the February 28th sunset. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle now profess concerns with the expiring provisions. If they were so concerned about the law, they could have easily brought a reauthorization bill to the floor last Congress, making changes to these provisions, but they did not. They also take issue with the process used to achieve this much-needed extension, criticizing the absence of hearings or a markup. But they gloss over the fact that their 1-year extension was brought straight to the floor with no hearing, no markup, and no opportunity to offer amendments. The same circumstances that a year ago they now claim to dislike. Since this law was enacted, these provisions have been scrutinized to the fullest extent of the law and have either been unchallenged or found constitutional. The lone wolf definition has never been challenged. Section 206 roving wiretaps have never been challenged. But members should know that in 1992, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and that's the Ninth Circuit, the most liberal in the country, upheld criminal roving wiretap authority under the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution. Section 215's business records were challenged, but after Congress made changes to that provision in the 2006 reauthorization, which I sponsored, the lawsuit was withdrawn. These 3 provisions have stopped countless potential attacks and play a critical role in helping ensure law enforcement officials have the tools they need to keep our country and its people safe. Opponents of these provisions argue that we can simply use criminal laws to gather the information we need. But this argument ignores the most important distinction between criminal investigations and intelligence gathering. Criminal investigations only occur after the fact, after a murder has been committed or a home has been burglarized. The entire purpose of intelligence gathering is prevention, to stop the terrorist attack before it happens. We cannot rely on criminal tools to identify and apprehend those who are plotting to attack us. As the Democrats choose to play politics rather than worry about the safety of our country, we're now under a time crunch. Only 4 legislative days, including today, remain for the House to extend these provisions before they expire and our nation is placed at a greater security risk. We can't let our guard down. These are needed provisions to keep America safe, and I urge the House to approve this bill today and urge the other body to act quickly to reauthorize these provisions. Now is the time to put politics aside and do what's right for America's national security. I urge passage of the bill and yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Michigan is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself.